All right, let's get some light and fix the chat message. Let's decide on a page, shall we? I think it might be time to do this one, but I'm not sure. I'm not locked in on that one just yet. I think this one might be the one. Just because it's different. I left yesterday's coloring book in my colored pencils, which is always fun. Let's see. What color do we want to start with? Let's start with the roses. Now that one we're going to do in a metallic, I think. But maybe not completely. I don't know yet. And I debated this. I was thinking about maybe red, but I think pink. There we go. And as always, please pardon my birds. Part of having birds is having noise. If you're in someone's house and they have birds and it's absolutely silent, there's probably a problem. Once in a great while, my guys give me 5 minutes of actual silence. But usually that means they have gotten into some sort of mischief that is distracting them from their normal noise levels. And I said I was going to do that one in metallics, but I think what we're going to do is color it first. And then I'm going to see if I can find my metallic pink and my gel pen. Because I think that will look kind of neat. If I can't, I can outline them in silver. But there's going to be a lot of heavier colors like browns and grays. So I think some nice bright. You are pink. Are you metallic? You are not. I'm totally not talking to my pencils, I swear. You are pink. Are you metallic? You are. Okay. I swear I'm all right. Really? Hello, Carolyn McGuire. How are we doing today? I wish I could draw half as well as the woman who actually drew these pictures, because it would make the outlining a whole lot easier. But we're going to do the best we can with what we have. But I'm definitely liking that. That is kind of the effect I was hoping for. And I think we might actually do it on the other roses as well, just because I really like the way that turned out. I'm not going as crazy on the little ones just because I don't want to completely overpower them. But I still want the effect. Helps if you actually color the entire rose, doesn't it? In my defense, I don't have the best eyesight or depth perception, so Sometimes I miss things. A good chunk of the time when I'm doing stuff like this, I am totally playing it by ear. There we go. Okay, I definitely like the effect that that's giving, so I think I am going to go ahead and do them on her top and her hairpiece because we can. Because why not add sparkly to everything instead of just some of it, right? I do not have the steadiest of hands, so I'm doing the best I can with what I've got. Hopefully next week the weather will start to kind of even out because I have my materials to finally start fixing my bird bath or rebuilding realistically. Hello, Carl Roblox. How we doing today? We are just having a little bit of fun with the glitter gel pen because we can. Because I really like the way it turned out on the first one I did. I decided to just go in all the way and do all of them. And I have zero regrets because that actually came out really neat looking. So now I need a much less exciting colored pencil. I think the darker gray. Kind of debating. I think we're going to try the lighter first, and if I don't love the lighter one, then I'll go for the darker. Or maybe we'll come in and do details with the darker. I don't know yet. Now I am going to be doing something I don't normally do and leaving the bellies white. But that is more of a, it fits what they're supposed to be than a, I don't feel like doing the work kind of thing. And I am kind of debating if I want the darker gray. But we're going to try going a little bit harder with the lighter gray first. Because I don't want to completely low. So I'm not 100% certain how to pronounce your name. Looks like maybe Capu Gamer. If I mispronounced it, I do apologize. I'm kind of guessing. There we go. My cockatiels want you to know that they do, in fact, exist. I think I am going to go just over top of that with the darker gray. Because I don't feel like, for that particular shark, I think the lighter gray will work better on him. But for these two, I want the darker gray. And the reason I'm kind of skipping around is I am trying to give the roses time to dry. Because I did use a gel pen on those I'm not overly fussed about going perfect on this. I'm happy with the color, the fact that they are gray. Just wanted them a little darker. And once again, I'm leaving the bellies white, not out of laziness, but because it's more fitting. Not sure how long this one's going to take us, but... And I want this guy a little bit different in color just because he's a different kind. Which is why I decided to darken those two up. There we go. Now, I just have to figure out where the brown I know I want is, because I have 2 boxes of colored pencils, so finding the color I'm looking for when I'm actually looking for something specific can be a little challenging. That's great. Is that you? That is. Yay! So I want this to be kind of a dark, almost ashy gray, brown color. Because it's been sitting at the bottom of the ocean, and dark kind of ashy brown makes sense, right? Excuse me. Our weather cannot make up its mind, and it's killing my allergies. So please bear with me a bit. The coffee is not just a prop. I do actually drink it. There we go. Now the question is, should we do all the metal stuff gold or silver? I know I'm going to have to come in and do the greens to match the pinks. And I'm thinking gold might be the way to go. There we go. There may be stuff on this picture that I end up regretting. Outlining those roses will not be one of them, though. And I think she's going to have dark hair. Whether it's going to be black or dark brown, I don't know yet. But I think she needs dark hair. Let's see. Get this part colored in. We are going to cross our fingers and hope that my birds being quiet just means that they're watching TV and not getting into too much mischief. Or they could be taking a nap. That is an not uncommon thing for this time of day. Having birds is a lot like having toddlers. You learn to completely distrust quiet time. And if you caught that right there, that is why I don't look too hard at my screen while I'm actually actively coloring. I have depth perception issues to begin with. Trying to find a match on the screen is easier said than done. So I would be putting pencils in weird spots, and we don't want that. And I made the decision that it is in fact going to be gold. I have not decided on this stuff yet, which is why I kind of skipped over it. Because I kind of feel like it maybe would be an inlay of some sort. But I haven't made up my mind yet, so. So you know what? I think we are going to go ahead and make this part gold. Because I don't want to draw the eye too much down. I want to keep it drawn up to the ornate parts here. I don't know if that makes any sense to anybody else, but it does make sense to me. I feel like that might be a little gemstone, so we're going to leave it alone. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. This pencil is going to break on me. I can feel it moving. And that's okay. As long as I get this done first, I am fine with that. It can break if it well chooses. Would not be the first, won't be the last. I'm just very close to being done with this part, so I really don't want to deal with it breaking right just yet. We may come in and add some color on the sides eventually, but at the moment we're just going to make it gold. I do want... Okay. Broken pencils is going to be the theme. We're going to work with it though. And I think just because we can. There we go. Ooh, that's what we can do with those. Just to bring that little bit of shimmer and shine in. Because why not, right? Just adds a little bit more shimmer and shine to it. And actually, while we're at it, we're going to make these match. Now, we're going to do something completely different while that dries. Let's see. What color do we want to make her tail? I think I like this. Just to be something completely different than everything else. And I promise I'm not nuts. I am just looking for something really, really quick. Because I also want to just... that little hint of blue to her eyes, because we can. Now to try and do this without ending up with pink smeared everywhere. I love that she's got almost like a dragon scale kind of thing going with her tail. I want to do kind of a two-tone sort of thing. And of course, my hand is right in the middle of that ink. Hopefully it's dried. There we go. And I want... not that one. I know I have a darker bluish green, but actually this shimmery one will work just fine. Oh, definitely. Just realized I missed that little section right there. Now this pencil has broken on me many, many times, so we're going to cross our fingers and hope that it doesn't this time. I've managed so far with multiple pencils on the verge of breaking and not actually broken one while working yet. So we're going to hope. And I didn't smear ink all over the place, which makes me even happier. There we go. I definitely like the way that turned out. It would help if I did the whole tail though, wouldn't it? Sorry guys, I just completely missed this entire section because apparently I am actually blind. It happens. We're gonna laugh it off because that is the way to handle a little bit of an oops. Now, I believe I have a green metallic around here somewhere. There he is. I don't know why I'm bothering with this because I'm probably going to go right back over it with the green metallic, but hey, why not? Right? I missed a whole section with the gold. There we go. This is why I never put pencils away until I'm done completely. Let's add a little green shimmer. Just really brings life, doesn't it? They make this look like it would be kind of a jeweled thing, so a little bit of shimmer is not a bad idea. There we go. I definitely like that a whole lot more. Like comparing the two where I haven't done it and where I have. It really brings a whole little bit of extra life to it, I think. And I just realized what I forgot to do. Excuse me for 1 second here. I forgot to put on Do Not Disturb. So if that came across to you guys, I do apologize. If not, then disregard. It comes through my headset quite nice and strong, so I don't know how much you guys actually hear. There we go. I am actually loving that. Now let's do her top. We don't have a lot of leaves on her top, but enough. One little one over there. I guess we should come in with the gold on the rest of it again, since we're making it cohesive. I don't have a gold gel pen that I particularly like the tone for, so that's why I haven't done that. But I think the metallic pencil is enough. We don't want to completely overkill it, just a little bit. And wow, we have already hit my 30-minute mark. Wow, I didn't even realize that. But I guess we have gotten quite a bit done, so it's not completely out of the realm of being realistic. I honestly completely lost track of time. And that's the great thing about coloring, is you can just kind of let all of the real world just go for a while. And focus on this little piece of fantasy or whatever you happen to be coloring at that point. I think I'm going to do green for these jewels just because I can, and because I don't really want to do pink again. And I think we're going to do the same for this over here. Just to kind of break up the pink a little bit and make it something, add a little bit of other tones. And I'm over here talking with these like you guys can see it. I am going to do the shells and stuff in her hair in the gold. Since there's not really any leaves, I feel like a gold headpiece would fit with everything else. Now for a super fun challenge of where did I put my peach puff pencil this time? Is that you? That is my favorite skin tone pencil. It's not perfect and it's wearing down, but it's actually pretty good. So it's easier than mixing a ton of different colors to try and give the tone I want. Which is what I do when I'm doing skin tones with paint. You'd be amazed the amount of colors that actually go into a believable skin tone. And the amount of sanity you lose in the process. And then once we've got her skin, all we have left after that is to get her hair and a little bit of details here. So I guess, yeah, it makes sense that I've been at this for 35 minutes. Let's get her face done. We're going to come back in with my pink. And add just a little bit of color. Nothing crazy, just that little tiny bit. Now I think we're going to go a dark brown. And then we're going to go over top of that dark brown with the gold. Just to give the softness. I missed a piece there. Adding that little bit of shimmer to the hair actually makes a surprising difference. It adds high and low lights that are very hard to create with a regular colored pencil. I know there are incredible artists that can absolutely do that. Unfortunately, I am not one of them. I probably could if given enough time and a good helping of extra patience, but I don't have that today, unfortunately. There we go. And my birds have decided it is, in fact, nap time, which I am grateful for because sometimes they can be very loud when I'm trying to do this. And that's just because I'm in the next room over and they can see me and I'm not paying attention to them and they don't appreciate that. Almost forgot something. There we go. Now, let's just add a little bit of life to it. And you're not going to see a big change. Might lighten up just a little bit. And I've had times where it almost added a greenish tinge, which I don't hate the idea of since she is a mermaid underwater. But it just adds a little bit more depth to the color. And adds just a teeny tiny little bit of shimmer that the regular colored pencil doesn't have. And you can kind of see the difference from here to here. The warmth and life it brings in. I promise I'm not completely nuts, just a little bit. There we go. Now, let's do some details. And I think I gotta search out my copper for these and my silver maybe. I know I should probably do these in different colors, but I don't overly feel like it right at the moment. I don't want them to be full-on focal points, but I also don't want them left unfinished. because that is just not who I am. I don't like to leave things just not done because I missed them. There we go. Now I got some seaweed. Now, let's see if I can find my other metallic pencils. There's a silver. Now, my copper has seen better days, and I do only have one of them. But it is around here somewhere. There's a gold pen. All right, where'd you go? Be funny if it's in the one in my hand. Which is probably the case, because it's not where I was looking. You know what? Since I can't find it right off the top, and I really just don't feel like sitting here searching, we're going to pull out more of my trusty dusty gel pens. I've decided these are coins anyway, so. Who doesn't need a little extra shimmer and shine to their picture, right? And you can kind of see why I said I don't love my gold tone pen. It's a little more orange than gold. In this case, it works because it makes it look more copper. And I'm fine with that. Because we have enough gold in the whole thing to make it kind of work. But with that, I think we're done. So I will be back on next week. I have my usual thing of I work my weekends. So I'll be back on Monday afternoon. And until then, I will talk to you guys next time.